Coach, what a week for you guys. I mean, it literally could not have gotten better. You win the Palmetto on Tuesday. You come back on Sunday. You win the General Hackler down in Myrtle Beach. What is it that helped you guys reach another level for 2 straight tournaments?
I think it was just more about the preparation we've been putting in. Hopefully, we'll continue to work hard in practice. Hopefully, we'll continue to work on getting better as a team. Obviously, these last 2 tournaments were great victories, great wins. I think we won by 18 at Palmetto, 36 from third place, 7 or 8 at the Hackler. Great fields in both tournaments. I think there's about 18 regional teams in both those 2 fields. I think there were 8 top 50 teams at the Hackler, which is a great field. So for the guys to come out on top and to play that well was really cool to see.
You don't win tournaments as a team without the entire team playing well, but breaking it down individually, Matt Nesmith, medalist honors in both of them, birdied the 54th hole in both tournaments to win his medalist honors. First Gamecock on record, at least, to win 2 tournaments in the span of 1 week. What has he done the last 7 days that's helped him just really become one of the best players in the country over that span?
Well, I think if you look back to his last 4 tournaments, he played in an individual tournament in late January or early February, one of the best in the country, called the Jones Cup. Finished second there, finished second in Houston, first in Palmetto, first at the Hackler. He's been playing some great golf. Obviously, these last 2 weeks went his way. The 2 weeks before that, second place is a great week as well. He's just really locked in right now and playing well. If he can continue to focus on the process, I think he'll end up having a really good spring.
Your underclassmen keep putting great rounds together. Scott Stevens with 2 straight top 10s. Will Miles has gone low. He's not a freshman, but a sophomore. And Keenan Husky has put some really good rounds together. What does it do for your team? And it's something that Matt's talked about a lot in his post-game interviews. But what does it do for your team when those underclassmen aren't performing like underclassmen anymore?
Oh, that's been the linchpin of these last few weeks has been how they've played. Will's played, I think, in 6 tournaments for us in the lineup and has had a chance to win 3 of those tournaments going into the last round. Finished second in Camden. Unfortunately, this past week, the final rounds didn't really go his way. Scott's been a rock for us in our lineup all year long. He's played every tournament. Ryan Stackler even has been playing great back home. Keenan's won this year. The fact that we've got this much depth from underclassmen and this much productivity from underclassmen has just been a bonus.
Will Stark really got rolling at the Palmetto. He finished third, had the field shaked out a little bit differently. He could have repeated his medalist there. And then another top 20 at the General Hackler. It seems like as his senior season is really coming to a close, he's rounding into his best form.
Oh, Stark's playing some great golf. I was fortunate enough to watch him play a pretty good bit at the Hackler. He had some unfortunate breaks and some rub of the green type things not go his way at the Hackler, or he may have played a lot better there. I look forward to seeing him play the rest of this year because he's playing as good as I've seen him play, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about the Valspar coming up. Before we really break down the intricacies of the tournament, it's another loaded field for you guys. The official rankings haven't shaken out yet, but there's going to be a lot of top 50 clubs there, a lot of teams that are used to going to regionals and nationals. That's a theme for you guys. It seems like you really want to play every time you guys take the course against the best field that you possibly can.
Yeah, we try to give the guys a really good competitive schedule. We just feel like it prepares them more for the postseason. These are going to be the teams they see at regionals. These are going to be the teams they hopefully see at nationals. The better competition we can play, hopefully it helps them get better. But the Valspar just might be the best field we'll see all year. The Hootie's always strong. The Carpet Capital's always strong. Most of our schedule is pretty strong, but the Valspar is one of the most elite tournaments in the country.
It's a tournament you guys are used to going to. Stark, I think, shot 63 in his last round there, which matched a program record. More familiarity for you guys, which is, I've got to think, only helpful when you take the course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We try to keep a little bit of a variable in our schedule. I think this year we went to Hawaii. The Hackler was a somewhat new one for us. But then we also try to keep our staples, especially when it's an elite event such as the Valspar. It's important to keep it on the schedule.
You guys won twice as a team. Nesmith won twice individually in the span of 6 days. What do you do in the preparation in between the end of the General Hackler and the start of the Valspar to make sure that it's not just a great week for you guys, that this is the level that you're going to play at every time you take the course for the rest of the season?
Well, to be honest with you, we've given them the last couple days off, yesterday and today, kind of. We have a team meeting today. Last week was a long week, 236-18s within the span of, I think we finished 2 tournaments within the span of 5 days. That's a long, grueling, tiring week. The guys were pretty worn out by the time we got back. So we gave them a couple days off and just looking forward to getting ready for the Valspar.
And it is a big field. Coach McDonald says a lot, you don't win a whole lot in this sport. You guys have won twice in the last week. It is a very strong field. You're going for 3 in a row. That would be historic for you guys. It would match a program record. But you can play well without winning. What's the most important things that you want to see from your team, regardless of trying to hoist that third consecutive trophy? What is it that you want to see out of the guys you're sending to the Valspar this week?
I think it's the same thing that we've talked about all year long. We have to keep the same message. We have to keep the same thought process for our kids. Is the only thing we're trying to do every week is prepare to play our best, keep our thought processes the right way, keep our routines the right way. And if it works out in our favor, then that's great. If not, we're just trying to get better and hopefully peak in the postseason.
Absolutely. Hey, good luck to you guys down there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.